everybody, and welcome back to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. My name is Miss St. Louis, and I am a teacher at Rogers Elementary School in the Mehlville School District. And we are located in South St. Louis County. Today I'm here to teach a reading lesson that's geared towards students in grade 3, but all learners are more than welcome to join us. So let's get started. This week we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, grammar. Now, grammar is our system of language, and it's broken up into different parts of speech. Grammar is the study of how those parts of speech work together to make sentences that make sense. So this week, we're going to be exploring 6 different parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, and conjunctions. Now, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, we're here to talk about reading, so why are we discussing grammar? Well, grammar is really important into knowing how to understand different sentences, their structure, how they're put together. When we're able to understand the grammar, then we're able to better understand why sentences are written the way they're written. Why were those specific words chosen? It helps us to get a little bit more insight into what the author was thinking when they were writing. We can also take this knowledge and put it towards our own writing and become better authors ourselves, therefore allowing our readers to really enjoy our books a little bit more. So, today we're going to focus on 2 parts of speech, nouns and verbs. Let's start with nouns. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or idea. So, some examples of nouns: a friend, your school, and St. Louis. So, those are just a few, but there are so many more nouns. Let's try and break it down a little bit further. We'll pull in our little handy-dandy whiteboard here. And you can see that we have the 4 main topics that we can break nouns down into: things, places, a person or people, and ideas. So let's start with things. Now, things can be anything around you. So look around the space that you're in right now. What do you see? Well, I see a table in front of me, so that's a thing. What else do you see where you're at? Yeah, some of you might be looking at a TV or maybe a tablet. Those are things. As I look around, I see my dog. That's a thing, right? We have animals. Okay, let's switch to places. What are some places you can think of? Maybe the park. We go to the park. Your house is a place. Okay. Target, that's a place. Now, Target, that's kind of a special place, okay? It has a capital letter at the front. Now, Target is a specific place. So when we talk about nouns, we call that a proper noun. A proper noun means that it's the name of a specific place. So like when we talked about St. Louis earlier, this is a proper noun. It's a specific place. Now, school, there's schools all over the place. So that's just our noun, right? But if I wanted to turn this into a proper noun, I could talk about my school, Rogers Elementary. That gets a capital letter because it's a specific name of a school. So we can have proper nouns, and they start with capital letters. Let's look at person. a person, or people, right? People is the plural for person. Do you see any people around you? Yeah. Some of you might see maybe your mom, grandpa, maybe you have an aunt or a brother. So you could have some family members around you, right? What are some other people we see in our community? Your teacher. Right? So any person in our community, right? Teacher, police officer, firefighter, garbage worker, any of those people, those are going to be some of our persons. Now, just like we have proper nouns when we talk about places, we can also have proper nouns when we talk about people. And those are the specific names of people. So for example, I have a friend named Lindsay. Okay, I have a friend named Lindsay. So her name gets a capital letter because it's the specific name of a person, right? I can look at a crowd of people and pick her out because that is Lindsay. Now here comes our last one. This one's a little tricky. An idea. What's an idea? It's kind of hard to think about, right? So things, places, persons, those are things that we can look up, we can point to, we can find, we can go there. But you can't do that with an idea. An idea is kind of an abstract thought. It's not something I can really touch, but it's something that I know about. So an example might be peace, right? We talk about peace, right? Having peace in our community and our world, okay? That's an idea. Another one, success. That's an idea, right? You can have successes in your life. So, those are a few examples. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at some sentences that I have for you, and we're going to see if we can identify the nouns that are in these sentences. You ready? Here's our first one. The whale ate krill in the ocean. Do you see any nouns in this sentence? Remember, we're looking for things, places, people, or ideas. Good, we see whale, right? Our sentence is about the whale. Okay, so we have whale. Good, krill, right? He ate the krill. Awesome, and ocean, right? He ate those krill in the ocean, a place. Very good. The students drew pictures with markers. Good, students. Pictures, awesome, and one more. Awesome, markers. I'm noticing something. Do you notice something in common with students, pictures, and markers? Yeah, look at the ending. They all end with an S. These are plural nouns. Plural means that there's more than one. So we have more than one student, more than one picture, and more than one marker. So when we have that S on the end, or ES, that shows us that it's plural. There's more than one. Very good. Next, Mackay went to Canada to see the moose and the bears. Do you see any nouns in this sentence? Let's go through. Are there any things? Good, moose, those are some things, some animals. And bears, very good. Any places? Good, Canada, right? That's the specific place, so it's a proper noun. Any people? Good, Mackay, and that's a specific name, so it's a proper noun as well. It gets that capital letter. Any ideas here? No, not in this one. Very good. My friends saw bears and lions at the zoo. Good, friends. And what did we call that one again? Is it plural? You're right, it's plural, right? Plural means more than one. Very good. Bears, lions, awesome. And those are also plural, very good. And zoo, awesome. That's the place where they are at. I love walking my dog on the beach. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I love walking my dog on the beach. What do you think? Good, beach, that's the place. Good, dog. And I, right? That's you. Very good. All right, now we're gonna switch things up. Now I have some sentences that have some blanks, and your job is to help me fill in those blanks with a noun. Now, there's not always going to be a specific noun that I'm looking for because we can use lots of different ones to make different sentences. So let's see what we can come up with. We swam with the blank. What could we swim with? Dolphins, okay, what else? Rays, whales, fish. Awesome, so there's lots of different things that we could swim with. What about this? I built a blank in our class makerspace. What did you build in your class makerspace? Ooh, okay, you could build a boat. Ooh, glasses, a ship, lots of different things that you could build. Good. The bear ate blank and blank for dinner. What did the bear eat for dinner? Blueberries and strawberries, good. Porridge and pie, right? Lots of different things that bear could eat. Last week, I went to blank with my friend. Where did you go? Well, I know where I went with my friends. I went to Target. It's always super fun. Where did you go? The park, the pool, lots of different places. All right, last one. How many blank do you see in the forest? Oh, a tree. How many tree do you see in the forest? Sounds a little funny. Let me read that again. How many tree do you see in the forest? I said sound weird. Could I change that to make it sound a little bit better? Oh, trees? Let's try that. How many trees do you see in the forest? You're right. I was looking for a plural noun. Now, sometimes when we read our sentences over, we have to make sure that they sound right, right? I'm looking for more than one, right? How many? I'm not just looking for one. So I needed to make sure that my tree was plural. How many trees do you see in the forest? Very good. All right, so those are our nouns. Words that name a person, place, thing, or idea. So now that you've done some nouns, go ahead and give yourself a firecracker shout out. So big firecrackers in the sky. You guys have been working so hard. Awesome work. All right, you're ready to tackle our next part of speech? We're gonna jump in and talk about verbs now. So verbs are words that show physical or mental action, being, or state of being. So verbs are action words. They're the things that we do, right? The things that our nouns do, the things that our people do. So some examples of some nouns are words like jump, dream, and play. So just like with our nouns, we're gonna bring in our trusty whiteboard and we're gonna come up with a list of some verbs. So our first is action, right? What are some things that you do, actions that you make? Good, run. You can run. Jump. Walk. Leap. Good, and so many more. Now, the next one is mental state. So those are the ways that we think, right? What are we thinking? How do we think? What's our brain doing at certain times? Good, it's thinking. Right? It can think. What else can it do? Right? It might know something. We know the answer. Good, believe. Good. Those are all great mental states. Now, your being. Being and state of being. Those are kind of tricky ones. All right. So, our being. Okay? When we're our being. That means like things that we're, things that our body's doing, right? So may is an example. We may go to the store, right? Have, should. And sometimes these can work together, right? We can put two verbs together to work, and that's when we have two verbs. So sometimes one verb is a helping verb, and it helps the other be a little bit stronger. And our state of being. Those are some of our verbs that we see a lot in sentences. Verbs like is, are, was. These are sometimes also called linking verbs. Okay, she is awesome. She was walking, right? So those are some of our state of being verbs. So, you ready to put some of our verbs to the test? All right. We're gonna start the same way we did with our last one. I'm gonna read you some sentences and your job is to tell me what verb you see in the sentence. So here's our first one. The lion was hunting his dinner. The lion was hunting his dinner. So we're reading a sentence about the lion. And what is the lion doing? Very good. He's hunting. It's an action that he's doing. He's hunting his dinner, right? And so here we also see that we have was. The lion was hunting his dinner. So we have a bit of a helping verb here. He was hunting his dinner. Next one. The clouds are moving very fast. Good, moving, right? What are the clouds doing? They're moving. Very good. You guys are verb experts. The dog barked at the bicycle. We we see any action or mental action? What's going on here? Sentences about the dog. What is he doing? Good. He barked. That's the dog's action. Barking, right? And sometimes we can also go through our sentences and ask ourselves, is that something that you can do? Can the dog act? No. Can he No. Can he bark? Yes. So we have to take a look at that. Now, we also, when we talk about verbs, we can talk about past tense, present tense, and future tense, right? Barked with an ED at the end means it happened in the past, right? Barking means that it's happening right now, right? He is barking. And we could say he will bark, right? In the future. So the way that our verbs are working tell us when this might be happening. Did it happen in the past, the present, or the future? Reading into those verb tenses is really important when we read a book because it tells us the time that we are talking about. Important clues. The pool was filled with cold water. What happened to the pool? Good, it was filled, right? And so that ED at the end tells us this happened in the past, right? We aren't filling it right now. In the past, we filled it with that cold water. Good job. Tomorrow will be the first day of school. How exciting. What do you think? This one's kind of tricky. Good, it's will be, right? That's what's happening. It will be. Tomorrow will be the first day of school. Awesome. All right, now it's your job to figure out what verbs we can put into our sentences. We blank in the ocean. What did you do in the ocean? Did you fly? No, that really doesn't make sense, does it? Could you swim? Yeah. Could you play? Could you skip? Frolic? Surf? Right? So there's lots of different things, right? We surfed in the ocean. We swam in the ocean. Very good. What about the next one? Joey blank for his family this weekend. What did Joey do for his family? He played for his family. He sang for his family. He cooked for his family. All really good options. Tigers blank meat for food. Tigers eat meat for food. Hunt meat for food. Very good. Let's blank a house out of Legos. What can you do? Build, create, very good, design. Oh, those are some awesome words you guys came up with. My sister blank every day. What does your sister do every day? Cries every day, laughs every day, smiles, sleeps. So many things that sisters do, isn't there? Very good. All right, you guys did awesome with that. So we're gonna do a little ice cream cheer now. Are you ready? So I want you to scoop some ice cream onto your cone. And I want you to hold it out to someone next to you, or you can give it to yourself. And I want you to say, hey, here's the scoop. You did great. You guys worked so hard today. So let's review a little bit before we're done. Today we talked about nouns. Nouns are words that name a person, place, thing, or idea. We also talked about verbs. Verbs are words that show physical, mental action, being, or state of being. So these are two parts of speech. And as the week continues, we're going to explore some more parts of speech. But as you go through your day, the rest of your day today, I want you to look around. What nouns do you see? What verbs are you doing, right? Think about the sentences that you're using. Are you saying any verbs? Are you saying any nouns? I don't know, right? So these are things that we use every single day in our oral language that we speak, or in our written language, or in the language that we read. So I want you to start paying attention to those, because we're going to use these later on in the rest of the week. So don't forget about nouns and verbs. I hope that you will join us tomorrow as we continue to talk about our parts of speech, because we're going to hit adjectives and adverbs tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're going to hit pronouns and conjunctions. And if you join us back on Thursday, we're going to put it all together to see how they work to create some awesome sentences. But thank you guys for your awesome hard work today. I hope that you had a ton of fun, and I hope that you learned something. And we'll see you again next time. Bye guys. Thanks for joining.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.